Eberhardt. He was admitted to hospital at the conclusion of the 10K classical event with frostbite to a rather sensitive part of his anatomy. The Hart lineage is safe, but cases like that bring a tear to the eye. It's not just spectators and athletes who are at the front line of the battle against the cold. Thousands of volunteers, army and police have been drafted in for the Olympics. For many of them, traffic duty is about as exciting as it'll get. They stand about for hours, and we can exclusively reveal how they do it. Very arresting. The secrets of the police layering system revealed to us in private. But here you can't afford to be shy in public either. Dancers have been hired to keep everyone moving at every event. In Lillehammer, it's chilling but thrilling.
Jim Jam Jump is a solid jive, makes you get your kicks on the mellow side. Hep hep. Hep hep. Jim Jam Jump is a solid jive, makes you 9 foot tall when you're 4 foot 5. Hep hep. Hep hep.
Stay by the fire. The free dance is coming. The Russians, Usova and Zulin, and Grichuk and Platov are as strong challengers as Jane and Chris. And Russia remain ahead in the overall medals table. They had further success today. First gold today for Sweden in the combined. There was gold for Austria in the speed skating. No medals yet for Britain, but that might just change in the next hour. Dean, we must now add last night's original programme at the Hamar Amphitheatre. The night they rekindled the hope that 10 years on, it could be gold again.
Jane Torville and Christopher Dean skating at their best.
Presentation 5.96 from Great Britain, 6 from the Ukraine. They are the winners of this particular piece, and they are equal first overall with Usova and Zulin. It's all there for the taking, the gold medal 10 years on.
Chris, you said yesterday something, you were talking about the pressures involved in the comeback. Were you talking more on the ice or off the ice, the pressures?
Everything. There's a lot to getting to this point, and it's not just a question of just practicing. There's a lot of other things that go on as well. And
has tonight changed your mind though?
Not yet.
Well,
no.
we're happy with how we skated
with
and how things went. So
we hope we can skate well tomorrow, especially for the audience.
Indeed. Indeed. Britain's last Winter Olympic gold was Torvill and Dean 10 years ago. Britain's next Winter Olympic gold could be Torvill and Dean in the hour or so of high excitement that's coming up. Robin Cousins is a nervous wreck alongside me. Sue Barker, what's it like at the venue itself?
Well, I'm a nervous wreck as well, I can tell you. The tension is building all the time here. I mentioned a little while ago that the amphitheatre was full. Well, the crowds are still pouring in here. Just where they're going to sit, I'm not sure, but it just goes to prove that this is the place to be this evening. Everybody wants to find out whether Torvill and Dean can turn the clock back 10 years and win the Olympic gold medal once again. Of course, you can see behind me that the competition has got underway, but we're still awaiting the first of the top contenders. They'll be on the ice in just a few minutes, Steve.
Sue, thanks very much. We'll be with Sue Barker at Harmer live very shortly. But Robin Cousins, remind us where you were 14 years ago tonight.
14 years to the very day, yes. Splitting backstage before the Lake Placid Olympics. So,
feeling like what?
feeling like I was ready to go, and the last few minutes seem like very long hours, and you just are as prepared as you can ever be, and it's a question that you just want it to happen. You're ready to go.
You skated to a magnificent gold on that occasion. What is the feeling that Jane and Chris might have now, knowing that their free programme tonight is a little untried, a little untested?
It will either make or break. I think you go in with that knowledge that there's that little bit of anticipation about what you want to do, but you're ready and you want to do it. They have had 3 very good training days over the past few days, and 3 hours with them is worth 3 months of somebody else. They will be as ready as they can be, and they're, I'm sure, excited about getting on and doing the job, especially after hearing the reaction yesterday from the crowd.
And looking at the top 3, they're all really starting from scratch tonight. The judging and the scoring, well, it looks straightforward, but sometimes, as we know from the Europeans, it can all get a little bit complicated, but it's straightforward tonight. But as regards the judging and the scoring, Barry Davis has put together this grandstand guide to ice dance judging.
The skater's aim is to win over a majority of the 9 judges. Every move is noted and its quality assessed. 2 marks are given. The technical mark is not about the jumps attempted, it's about the difficulty of the whole programme. How the variety of jumps, spins and steps are performed. It's an assessment of the quality of the skating movements. The artistic mark is about the suitability of the choreography to the music chosen by the skater. The performance should be elegant and stylish and make good use of the ice area. With the 2 marks, the judge assesses each performance, but what counts is where those marks place the skater in order of ranking. Rarely, if ever, has that been better illustrated than in the ice dancing competition of last month's European Championship. Usuva and Zulin skated their free dance first, and with their marks were placed first by all 9 judges. Then came Torvill and Dean. In the 2 performances judged side by side, Torvill and Dean had lost. The majority of the judges, 5 of the 9, preferred the Russians' performance. The other 4 voted for the British. But the outcome is decided by the ranking order of all the skaters. Grischuk and Platov couldn't win the championship because they were too far behind after the first 2 stages of the competition. But they could win the 3rd part, the free dance, and thereby change the order of the others. And that is precisely what happened. It all came down to who was second in the free dance. Usuva and Zulin had 5 second places or better. Torvill and Dean had 6. So by a majority of second places, 6-5, Torvill and Dean were second in the free dance and won the European Ice Dance Championship. And that in spite of the fact that not one judge placed them first in the free dance.
It looks complicated, but Robin, we've got to get a simple thought in our minds tonight that whoever of that top 3 wins tonight's free dance wins the Olympic gold. Straightforward as that. It's an amazing competition, isn't it?
Well, yes, I think the advantage for the skaters is to know that, you know, the judging that has happened over the past few days, it goes out the window, and they are on a clean slate, and it's all down to how they feel and how they perform tonight.
A lot depends on the judges, even more depends on Jane Torvill and Christopher Dean. Let's take you live to Sue Barker.
Thanks very much, Steve. Yes, the top 7 couples are now ready to skate. The next to skate is Anzelika Krylova and Vladimir Fedorov of Russia.
Now, at present, we're finding cold throughout the region, but there is snow around not too far away, and it will get into South Yorkshire and Lincolnshire very soon, and then spread steadily northwards, and certainly by midnight we shall have quite a lot of snow over the area, some of it quite heavy and drifting on the Pennines, temperatures lurking around about -1. And then tomorrow morning, not a great deal of change, a lot of snow around, some of it quite heavy. In the afternoon, a little bit better. We'll see down in Lincolnshire turning to sleet and then tend to die out, but a cold day and tending to stay snowy over North Yorkshire and Humberside. If you're travelling, do take care.
Yes, thanks, Alan. Sounds dreadful. A reminder now of the day's main news again. 2 men are being questioned after a quantity of Semtex explosives was found in a car in Lancashire. Excuse me. Bomb-making equipment, a gun and ammunition were also found. And a homicide priest has delivered the last rites to the Church of England. Father Francis Bound says he'll be resigning in protest at plans for the ordination of women.
It goes without saying that your BBC local radio station is the best one to tune into if the weather does get bad. We'll see you at 9:28. Good night.
One of the RAF's most famous fighter squadrons disbands this week.
After the removal of 23 Squadron, the numbers of frontline fighters in the UK will dwindle to 90.
Close up north follows the Red Eagles as they close the flight log of 23 Fighter Squadron at RAF Leeming.
Andrew McCarthy plays a man who puts his heart into his work.
What would you say if I told you get more beautiful every day?
But lately, it's really been getting to him.
What's the matter? Don't you like your new scarf?
Not especially. My name is Emma Hezare, but you can call me Emmy.
The romantic comedy Mannequin, tomorrow at 7.